But today we are going to examine what happened to Sarah McBride. I think it was pretty shitty what happened to her, and I think it speaks to a broader sense of what's happening to our community. So with that, hopefully everything is good and golden, and we will transition. Hopefully you guys can see the screen just fine. So we're going to start by just watching the video. And I'm going to turn down the music just a tad. But here we go.
The chair recognizes the gentleman from Delaware, Mr. McBride, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. When I was elected, I promised to work with anyone who would help Delaware and Delawareans, and to stand up to anyone who seeks to harm my state. Instead of seeking common ground, the Trump administration from day one has waged an unrelenting attack on working people in Delaware and across the country, seeking to freeze funding for first responders, domestic violence shelters, schools, and healthcare facilities that my constituents rely on. Last week, as I traveled up and down our state, meeting with seniors, military families, students, mayors, doctors, and nurses, the fear and outrage was palpable. People were terrified.
Kind of crazy that she's just like taking it, she's just completely going on as if nothing happened at all. And you wish that Sarah would stand up for herself and be tactful. She completed a speech about Delawareans and Trump's economic issues, and it's when I first watched it, it really frustrated me. But this is Mary Miller. She is the one who misgendered her. She is a far-right Republican. She's part of the Freedom Caucus. So we all know what kind of politics she has. She actually introduced a bill that would ban trans people in schools from using the restroom of their choice, which, is obviously a really shitty thing to do. But check out this clip from Mike Johnson, what he said.
I just want to make a statement for all of you here and be very clear. I was asked a question this morning at the leadership gaggle, and I rejected the premise because the answer is so obvious. For anybody who doesn't know my well-established record on this issue, let me be unequivocally clear. A man is a man, and a woman is a woman, and a man cannot become a woman. That said, I also believe, that's what Scripture teaches, what I just said, but I also believe that we treat everybody with dignity, and so we can do and believe all those things at the same time.
That's what Scripture teaches, apparently. Did y'all know that? That's what Scripture teaches. I've read the Bible, and it has nothing to do, there's nothing in there about this. So, Mike Johnson's full of shit. Yeah, he's lying. He's definitely full of shit. But anyway, so this is the article I wrote the other day. I just felt compelled to write it, and I don't know if any of you have read it, but in general, it just goes over the course of action of what happened with Sarah McBride, with being misgendered, her taking the high road. But I felt like it created a really bad precedent by normalizing misgendering, by basically stating to everybody that trans people are open season. You hate when people use the Bible as justification of their hatred towards trans people, especially trans women. Yeah, Mike Johnson's the biggest hypocrite in the world too. Like, have you heard the story about how he has this app on his phone, him and his son, and they monitor each other's porn usage? Yeah, like that is insane. Like, who does that with their child? And they call us the groomers. So yeah, we can talk about that later. But anyway, yeah. So like, I just wanted to like describe that. Yeah, that is absolutely disgusting. Mike Johnson is just like absolutely full of drama problems. Like, you can tell that he wasn't groomed to be the speaker. They just kind of chose him because he was the last guy available who was willing to do it. So like, if you guys recall 2 years ago, hi Sabrina. If you guys recall, like 2 years ago, they went through that big speakership fight. You first, yeah, Jim Jordan, he went through God knows how many rounds of voting before eventually realizing he wasn't going to get it, so he gave up. And then Mike Johnson, Tom Emery's a local representative from where I live. He tried. They didn't like him. And then Mike Johnson's just standing there like, hi guys, I'm willing to do it. So, yeah, I don't know. It was a pretty embarrassing moment for the Republican Party, all things together. But remember, blatant misgendering leads to dehumanization and violence against trans people. Yeah, you see, it speaks to the broader point. To my point of the other day when I wrote my article on the transgenocide. The normalization of misgendering, leads into the greater problem. So in this case, by not doing anything and taking the quote unquote high road, she's effectively saying every trans person is open season for all cisgender people to fuck with. And like, personally, I'm not cool with that. I was in my article, I was a little bit more 50-50 than I wanted to be. I wanted to be a little bit more forceful, but I didn't. I also wanted it to get published though. So, but I polled our community, and I had, between Twitter and Blue Sky, I had arguably like 50 people respond, and I would say it was literally split down the middle. She did the right thing, or she didn't do enough. Obviously, I fall into the camp of she didn't do enough. But yeah, I was made aware today that they are they posted it on our Transgender. Somebody did. I don't know who they are, but it's really cool though. But I'm pretty happy about it. Let's see here. Your article speaks volumes in truth. Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm really trying my best with getting the word out about what's happening to our community. Obviously, it's gonna take a little while to build a following. I'm definitely no Aaron Reed, but I'm gonna try, and I will get better at like writing, and I will get better at my Twitch streaming as I get some practice in. But I really liked some of the debate that was happening in the subreddit. This person says, while Representative McBride allowed herself to be referred to as a man, which incidentally I predicted when she stated she would abide by Speaker Johnson's unilateral imposed rule, the cis-dem who followed her addressed to the chair, the proper term Speaker pro temp, as Mr. Speaker, and unbraided her as the bigot she is. You see, that's what wasn't shown in that video, is that the next Democrat who came up and was looking for recognition from the chair, she literally said, Mr. Speaker. So like, I wish that Sarah McBride would have said, yes, Mr. Speaker, instead of thank you, Madam Speaker. Like, decorum is cool and all, but decorum is so 2016. Like, we are far beyond normal decorum. We just had a woman, Nancy Mace, the other day saying the T word, the bad T word, 3 times in a committee hearing, and she was proud of it. She was unashamed of it. And I've been in politics a long time. I have never seen something like that ever happen. So, yeah, Erin is awesome. I love Erin's work. I've been following her for years. She does a great job. All props to her. But yeah, so I really enjoyed reading some of this debate. There's a couple transphobes, as you can imagine, but let's see. Hell, bipartisanship is dead. Yeah, bipartisanship. There is no such thing. Like, see, the Democrats are doing this thing right now where they are taking the high road on everything. They're like acting as if it's politics pre-2016, and the Republicans are like, they're throwing all the rules out of the book, doing whatever the fuck they want. And pretty much the only Democrats I see who get the picture is AOC and Jasmine Crockett. Like, they seem to be the only ones who get the picture that they need to kind of stoop to the same level in order to fight them. And we will get to that in a little bit, because I have a video that I want us to watch that I think, I haven't seen it, but I'm pretty sure it'll be pretty good. Let's see. You love AOC and Jasmine Crockett? They're amazing. They make for great TikToks, by the way.